Welcome back, guys, to this simple tutorial. We're doing a simple calculator, nothing too complex, really basic. Yeah, I'll be using mainly HTML and CSS for this project. It does addition, multiplication, division, and subtraction. We'll be using mainly HTML and CSS for this project. It's really basic, but yeah, it's fun and really quick to develop. I want to start making tutorials that are like below 10 minutes. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment below if you have any questions because I won't be able to explain everything we're doing here. But yeah, by the end of this tutorial, you will have this calculator, and I'll also leave the code pen for you to be able to access this code. Really basic calculator, can also calculate for decimals. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below and let's get to it. Yeah, so create a title and call it calculator. And after that, for sure, form, no action with a class. I will create a class of calculator, give it a name of that, and then we'll also give this a name of calc. Now in our form we'll have an input. It's going to be a type text. I'll give it a class of value, and the name txt. I'll give it a name txt, and also read only with an empty string inside. So now we'll create a span, and in the span we'll have class number, short from num, and then we have on click document dot calc dot text dot value, and this will make equal to empty string, and then we put C. So now this is something we're going to do a lot because we're going to repeat this type. That's why I said it's a really simple calculator. We're going to use this to, and here will not be C instead. Instead of C, it's going to be, we're going to add a plus as value, but then we say plus equals to divide. And this is going to have the sign divide. So that means we're adding this to it. You can see here we do an increment, but this is equals to because this C is basically going to act as a clear. Then the next one will be multiplication. So asterisk. Then after that we'll have 7 for number 7. And then 8 for number 8. And then 9 for number 9, of course. We're using the plus equals because this is going to act as our operator for adding. So when we click this, it's going to show up in this document on click. So now we have our minus. And after that we'll have 4. 5. Six. And now this is going to be addition. And now we'll go to 3. 2. And then 1. So now we also have a for sure 0. And also have 1 for double 0. And then after that, because we can also use decimal points, floating points, we'll have that. So we'll have this period here, this decimal point, and then for sure the equal sign. And that's it for the HTML for now. We will get back to it later, but for now that's about it. So now in the CSS, we'll set everything, margin to 0, padding to 0, box sizing, border box, and font family to, gonna go real quick to pop-ins. so you can see it looks way better with this font family. Now we'll go for the body. I'll use display flex for sure. Use justify content, center, align items, center, minimum height of 100 VH. Because if we don't use that, you can see it doesn't know where to be the middle. Then we'll give it a background color of, and you can get this code in, I'll leave the link to this code pen, 091921. Please subscribe to the channel, it really helps the channel out. Yeah, and please subscribe to the channel, it really helps the channel out. Yeah, so we can see the color. So after the body, now we can do the calculator. We have position, relative, and we use display grid to make everything in a grid format. Yeah, we can see how it is right here now. Now, say dot calculator dot value. I'll give that a grid column of span 4. So we can see now it's looking more like a calculator. We'll give it a height of 100 pixels. Yeah, because we want the value to show up more. And yeah, text align, right. You can see everything is showing up whenever we click on it. This is what onClick does. So onClick, it shows up in this input right here. And then border, give it none. And an outline. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment below. I will answer you. A padding of, I want this tutorial to be quite short because it's very basic and I don't want you spending too much time on it. So yeah, font size of 18 pixels. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I always release videos like this. Also programming tutorials. Calculator. Just think that makes you a better programmer. So now for the span, we'll give it a display of grid and a width of 60 pixels. And also a height of 60 pixels. You can see it's looking way more nicer and it's gonna get way more nicer. A color of white. So now we can see the buttons. And then a background of 0C2A3 5. Yeah. So we place item to the center. You can see everything has moved to the center. It's no more on the edge. And a border of 1 pixel, solid RGBA. We'll add a little bit of opacity to this. So 0, 0, 0, 0.1. And yeah, that's it for the calculator span. Now we want to also check it when it's active. When we click on it, we want some effects to show. So we say calculator span active. And this active basically say when we click on it, we want the background to change to 7.4. It's just a different color. It's like a greenish. And the color should be 1. So now you can see it now. Whenever we click on it, that's what this does. And also, we will need to go to our index now and add some other class names because we'll need a clear for this right here. When we clear it, and we also need a plus. And also equal. Yeah, so we said our calculator span dot clear. Say grid column span 2. So take 2 of the grid column. With a width of 120 pixels and a background of F3077. So we can see it took both. That's what this span here does. Change it to 3. You can see it takes 3. It's just the width is not that long anymore. So yeah, 2. And then I'm just gonna copy this real quick. But I will change it because we're no more doing clear, we want to do plus. And for plus, it's grid row. We're not doing a column now, we're doing a row. Span 2. And we're not giving a width now because we're dealing with a row, we're giving a height. Say 120 pixels. You can see that here. It takes 2. And yeah, I will say the next one is equal. I'll just give that a background of yeah, for the equal sign. So now our calculator looks good, but when we use it, doesn't work. So let's just do that right here. First thing we're going to do here, now HTML is for the equal. It's not going to be an increment, it's going to equal to, use this function eval, then it's basically going to equal the value here. hmm So yeah, this is the function, and this is what's going to use it to. Whenever we press the equal sign, it's going to evaluate whatever it's in here already and give us the answer. So now we press 8 plus 6, we get 14, 20. And when we press the clear, it clears up. We say 20 divided by 5, we get 4. Press the clear, it clears out. Say 2 multiplied by 100, we get 200. We put the clear, and then 3 minus 5, we get minus 2. So we see it works for even negative numbers too. So yeah, that's it for this simple calculator. Hope you learned from it. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing this really short and snappy tutorials more. Yeah, so I'm going to wrap things up and keep things moving. Have a great day.